Oh, hello. How are you doing? Now you must have guessed what's in my hand. Yes, if you have guessed it, it is an iPad. Now you know what iPads are for. You know what iPads can do, and most importantly, you know that iPads aren't cheap. But you know what? That doesn't stop digital creators from using these devices to create digital art form. And now we have come at a point where people are not using it just to doodle and scribble. They are creating artwork for art fairs. Well, if you are wondering how they do it and what iPads are for and how can you use it to create artwork, well, that's what I'm going to be covering in today's video. You're watching Fiiber. I'm Abhik. Let's get started. So now you have guessed that I am not in the Fiiber studio. Yes, I'm at the India Art Fair in New Delhi, and here it's a special event happening. So at this event, digital artists are showcasing their digital artwork, and Apple is also here showcasing their first offline Today at Apple session. Now, I know two things, India Art Fair and Today at Apple. So India Art Fair, as the name suggests, it talks about it, showcases digital work from various artists. And Today at Apple, well, it's a program where Apple collaborates with digital creators to show how you can use iPad, how you can use iPhone to create artwork. Well, for that, I had attended an event where I got to learn how you can use iPad to create some digital artwork, and it was pretty fun. But you know, I also got the chance to meet three artists here at the event, and let's see what they have to say about how can you use these tablets. This year's theme is finding extraordinary in ordinary. What does that mean for you? Mean to you?
Well, as a coder, it's something that I'm always looking for. I look for inspiration in nature.
For me, there's nothing called ordinary, to be honest. It's always been sort of, even as an artist and just generally my curiosities have always been about finding the extraordinary in everything, you know?
These paintings were basically of the ordinary Indian family and how we like to project an image of being ordinary, being mediocre, being normal, fitting in.
Have you created these work on iPad? Colorful artwork here. Did you create them?
All of them have been created on the iPad.
On
yes.
iPad, wow. So we have a lot of audience who want to know how can you use iPad. So firstly, I want to ask you, why digital artists use iPad? Why is their favorite medium or one of the favorite mediums of tool?
Well, if you pick up an iPad, it's like completely portable, which is amazing. I think it's the only digital drawing device that is so powerful as well as so portable.
I think it's the comfort level.
And you don't get that on Android?
You can get it, but I would say Procreate has a very powerful sort of software.
It's like, photographers fight about which brand to use, but it's on your ease, right?
We have a lot of viewers who want to also start along like creating digital artwork on these tablets, whether Android or iPad. Any app that you may suggest for them to get started?
I use processing.
Okay.
Procreate is a great start because it's very easy to use.
That seems to be the favorite of most.
Yeah, I actually use a lot of Photoshop on the iPad as well.
We did something with After Effects as well. But there's an app that I use called Artivive, which allows you to put things into AR.
And last one is a little tricky. Which iPad should we get?
Well, I use the iPad Pro M2.
Blindly, the iPad Pro.
iPad Pro?
The latest one, yeah.
Not the
magic,
relatively more affordable iPad 10th generation or the iPad 11?
I mean, yes, why not? But I think more than that, it's like, you are getting something which is going to just open this door of endless possibilities. So you might as well have something that's like the most recent one, because it just gives you the fastest and easiest interface.
The iPad Pro, because of the LiDAR capabilities, if you're an illustrator and you just want to use the Apple Pencil, any version of the iPad is good enough to get started.
So as you learned that you don't need the most expensive iPads to create artwork on a tablet, you can just simply get any good affordable iPad which is in your budget. You can use some apps and the will to get started. But this is not the end. Apple may be hosting more Today at Apple session once the retail stores launch in India. But until then, you let me know what you think. And also, we made this entire video on iPhone, so do drop a special comment for that. How do you think the video came out? But I will be seeing you very soon. You're watching Fiiber with double I.